The first one is Justin Trudeau and Fidel Castro. Oh, this is a really good one. This is a really good one that I confess to you. I wanted to believe in this one. I'm actually going to look this up to get the exact details. Justin Trudeau, Fidel Castro. Oh, I love how the first results are, no, Fidel Castro is not the Canadian Prime Minister, Trudeau's father. So the conspiracy theory here is that Fidel Castro, the former communist dictator of Cuba, is actually Justin Trudeau's father, or that Justin Trudeau is the love child of his mother and Fidel Castro, because I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of Justin Trudeau next to a picture of a young Fidel Castro, but they look really, really similar. Like very much doppelgangers from a different era here. So the AP, this is all I Googled Justin Trudeau, Fidel Castro, and the top result here was no, Fidel Castro is not Canada Prime Minister Trudeau's father. But then the reason, by the way, that this conspiracy theory was born, and the reason that I wanted to believe this, is because when Fidel Castro died several years back, Justin Trudeau released a statement that's like the most horrendous statement that you could possibly make. Fidel Castro was a murderous dictator. Like, he was one of the worst dictators in the history of the modern world. And this is what Justin Trudeau said in response to his death. Quote, "It is with deep sorrow that I learned today of the death of Cuba's longest serving president. Fidel Castro was a larger than life leader who served his people for almost half a century, a legendary revolutionary and orator. Mr. Castro made significant improvements to the education and healthcare of his island nation. While a controversial figure," Trudeau says, "both Mr. Castro's supporters and detractors recognized his tremendous dedication and love for the Cuban people, who had a deep and lasting affection for El Comandante." What? I remember reading that at the time and being like, what is wrong with Justin Trudeau? Like, obviously Justin Trudeau is a weirdo and a loser who is one of the worst things that's ever happened to Canada. But to praise Fidel Castro in this way, especially when Fidel Castro, do not understand those words, a murderous dictator. And then, of course, Justin Trudeau talks about how much his father loved Fidel Castro when his father met him. And here's the thing. Justin Trudeau's mother was 22 years old when she married Justin's father, who was 51 at the time. A very May-December romance. Like a 22-year-old and a 51-year-old, that's super creepy. Very creepy. And Justin Trudeau's mother was known for having affairs. She would actually leave Canada, come down to the United States, and she had affairs with Hollywood celebrities. And so it wasn't out of the realm of possibility to propose that she might have stepped out on Justin's father just at the time that Justin was conceived. There's also a picture of Justin's mother with Fidel Castro, and they look fairly buddy-buddy. So like I said, I wanted to believe this. I think, unfortunately, it turns out that this is not true, because the exact weeks or the exact time period during which Justin Trudeau would have had to been conceived, given his birthday, Trudeau's mother was not in Cuba at that time. So that is a good conspiracy theory, though. You got to admit, that's a pretty good one. Okay, the next one. What did you guys say for the next one? The next one is the JFK conspiracy theory. So the JFK conspiracy theory is that the CIA killed JFK. I don't know if this is a conspiracy theory. I think this might be a conspiracy. Do you remember a couple months ago when the CIA, who, by the way, have a legal obligation to release all of the JFK files, our government has to release that publicly. They're just doing it slowly because they don't want us to know about this. But at the time that they released the last batch of JFK files, there was indication that the CIA was, in fact, behind this, that Lee Harvey Oswald, who was the official assassin of JFK, was controlled in some way by the CIA. And then Tucker Carlson on his show on Fox News was covering this, and he said that he had a source inside of the CIA who had intimate knowledge of the part of the JFK files that has not yet been released, that confirmed to Tucker that the CIA was, in fact, behind the assassination of JFK. So I'm going to leave that one up to you guys. Is that a conspiracy or is that a conspiracy theory? That is one of the good ones, because the best you can't tell, although it has a really dark side. It's maybe not as hard for us now after what we saw during COVID. It's maybe not as hard for us to believe that the United States government would do something like that to American citizens. But, after January 6th and after labeling parents who don't want critical race theory at their kids' schools, domestic terrorists, ever calling Catholics potential violent militia extremists or whatever it was that the FBI called them, it becomes just a tiny bit more believable. Okay, what's next on this list? Oh, aliens is next, but not just aliens. Aliens and Antarctica. Oh, what is this one? I don't know this one. Let me look it up. Aliens, Antarctica. Whoops, nope, I accidentally typed in aliens movie. Antarctica. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, interesting. Okay. So evidently, there is a conspiracy. Oh, this is a wide-ranging conspiracy. Evidently, there is a conspiracy theory that says that aliens occupy Antarctica. I'm not sure whether the conspiracy theory is that they live inside the Earth and that the portal to the outside world is in Antarctica, or whether they just have come to Antarctica and have a base there. This conspiracy, there's a map that's associated with this conspiracy, an actual map here that I'm looking at. So this conspiracy is that, I don't know if this is related to the flat Earth conspiracy, but there's a conspiracy that there are aliens that travel between the North and the South Pole in Antarctica, and that they have Coast Guard guarding the whole. Oh, this is a wild one. This is a really wild one. This is the same, on this same map is like a picture of a Nazi base. This is a really deep conspiracy. I have never heard of this one before. Although Antarctica is kind of notorious for being a favorite among conspiracy theorists because it is a frozen tundra. It is one of the final pieces of unexplored wilderness, and it takes immense survival skills to even go there. Plus, it's dark a lot and extremely cold. So, interesting aliens. I had not heard this specific one. That, like I said, it comes with a map. This is like hardcore. Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.